Hello everyone. It is another Sunday. Well, we haven't done a Sunday yet, but we're here live and I've been sitting here playing on Instagram trying to use all these different filters, and I'm not going to lie. I'm going to use all these little filters. They're kind of fun. I'm actually going to move my video up for those of you here. They are actually a lot of fun, and why not? So I'm going to go ahead and go live here on Instagram. Hey there, everyone. We are here live with our show, Travel the World as a Speaker. And today we're going to talk about how to leverage introductions so that you can get that amazing travel speaking gig. Now, for those of you on Instagram, I have been playing around with the filters and I have eyebrows today. Or eyelashes. I still don't have eyebrows. I have eyelashes, so if you're on YouTube, you don't get to see that. You just get to see the pretty pictures in the background. So I'll try to keep it entertaining for you here on Instagram. But it is a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm still kind of sleepy. Now, this show, I got to introduce myself. I am Phylecia Jones, and I'm the host of this show, Travel the World as a Speaker, presented to you by iFind You Clothes, where we actually go out and search and find speaking opportunities for you and deliver them right to your doorstep. Not technically, but we deliver them so that you can go check them out. Every Monday, we will put out a brand new list of speaking opportunities so that you can get on stage and market yourself. And if you are in the market for virtual speaking engagements, this is the time. Just telling you, just dropping you a few notes when it comes to getting on stage and actually having those speaking engagements. So you can go check us out at ifindyouclothes.com, and while you're there, you can stick around and get a free assessment on attracting high paid speaking gigs. All right, today we're going to talk about how to leverage introductions. And what we do on this show, we talk about the ability to leverage speaking to travel the world. And what I'm going to do is just tell you a few little travel stories if I got one. And then we're going to talk about some of the things that will make you more bookable as a speaker. So that is the biggest thing. If you want to leverage speaking to travel the world or to grow your business or get whatever you want, you're going to have to know those bits and pieces that are so important. What we do at iFind You Clothes is we take care of actually finding those engagements for you, but the rest really is up to you. And that's what this show is about. Now, when it comes to travel, and what we're going to talk about today, and that's leverage introductions. And I've told a story of how when I was looking for just a speaking engagement so that I can go to another country. Hey, Love Sherry, how you doing? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Love Sherry Amour. We're talking about how to leverage your introductions to land speaking engagements. And I told you before, I told you a story before when I met a friend who's in the UK, and he sends out this email and he always asks every week, like, how can I help you? And I literally said, hey, do you know anyone who needs a speaker? And he said yes, and that is how I landed my first international speaking gig, and I got to travel to the UK. Not for the first time. I've been to the UK quite a few times, but this was the first time under my business and actually getting out there and doing things. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So for those of you who have a business and you want to leverage speaking to market yourself, and you want to leverage that so that you can travel the world, I'm your girl. Now, I've told you on the weekends, so we do this every day, but on the weekends you get weekend face. But on Instagram, you get the filtered face. Oh my gosh, these filters make you see. This is the problem with these filters. They make you look prettier than what you are, and then you try to go match that in real life, and then you spend like $5,000 on products when you should just live your life through a filter on Instagram. I don't know if that's real or not. Now, we are coming to you live here on Instagram on our channel, iFind You Clothes. I am Phylecia Jones, and I'm your host today. And we're also going live on our main hub, and this is at YouTube, on YouTube. So if you want to join us on YouTube so you can see some of the pretty graphics, I don't think we're going to have a lot of graphics today, but you can go to ifindyouclothes.com/YouTube and join us over here. Alrighty, I'm going to switch my backgrounds over here. So my Instagram folks, you're going to get the side filtered profile. I don't have that jawline yet, but I got these. I got the filter with the eyelashes. See, I gotta take glasses off. YouTube people, I know you're probably like, what the hell is she talking about? I probably should go put this feed inside of the YouTube channel so you don't think I'm really that much of a nut. But I do look prettier on Instagram, just saying. All right. Okay. I'm wasting time. All right. Leveraging introductions so that you can travel the world. Now, here's the thing. We've talked about this the last few days. We've talked about marketing yourself as a speaker and being able to get out there. I have to say the very first thing that you should do if you want to do all of this stuff, if you want to travel, you want to speak, is you need to leverage introductions. And what I mean is you need to look inside of your network. Like, seriously, look inside of your network. They always, in the business world, we always throw these things around of, you are the sum of the 5 people around you or the 7 people around you. That's the sum of your net worth. I used to give this when I was money coaching. If 7 of your friends are broke, who's the 8th one? It's going to be you. And hey, Andy O'Sullivan, how you doing? We're talking about leveraging introductions so that you can travel the world and speak. And it's going to be the same if you're trying to leverage speaking so that you can build your business or travel. You're going to have to leverage those introductions around you. So that means you need to start looking inside of your network, and you need to see what your network is doing. Are they speaking? Are they growing businesses? Are they actually getting out there and meeting the people? Are they traveling? Do they have connections? This is where you have to really start evaluating who is around you and who is in your circle of influence, or whose circle of influence you are in. Because a lot of this stuff that we're going to talk about over the next few days, years, months, when it comes to leveraging speaking, it comes down to leveraging these introductions. And you really need to start building up a network around you so that you can get what you want out of this. You really do. And if you are surrounding yourself with people that are, I don't want to say the movers and shakers, but they kind of are the movers and shakers. They can be business owners. They may not be business owners, but they are people that can, influence you to get to where you're trying to go. So that's the first thing I really want you to pay attention to, is start looking at your network. And if you're realizing that it's time to clean house, guess what you need to do? You need to clean house. And I know it's going to be a little tough right now. It's going to be very, very tough because we aren't able to go out and network in person like we have been in the past. And a lot of us are very virtual. You're sitting in basements like me. So you're going to have to just make it work with what you have. There are so many online communities that you can get out there and just start talking to people. Me personally, Twitter is it for me. Instagram is okay for making some connections. I'm pretty deep in the travel world. And that was one of the connections that really worked for me was, all right, I want to travel. Maybe I should hang around people who travel. So I started going to travel conferences. I started meeting people who did travel events around the world, people who had stages that can help me knock out 2 things that I wanted to do. That was get on stage and speak and market my business, but also do something I absolutely love and have fun at doing. And I just made sure I combined those 2 things. So I did, when we were able to travel, I did travel quite a bit to travel conferences, and I was the speaker. My upcoming gig, which unfortunately has been canceled until 2022, was to MC a travel conference. And that was, I'm so excited about that. Oh my gosh, I'm still waiting because I MC events, but that was it for me. Like being able to MC a travel event, like, okay, this girl is happy right now. So that's what I really want you to understand, is that when it comes to leveraging these introductions, first you got to surround yourself with the people that can help you get there. And since we're talking about travel, leveraging speaking to travel, you're going to have to start looking at the folks around you. But I have made sure that I'm inside of worlds of travel events, travel conferences, travel brands that can help me grow my business in a very unique way with something I absolutely want to do, and that is travel. And like I've told you before, if you watch the show on, oh my gosh, I don't know if it was yesterday, I think it was on Friday. And I was just telling you how I've actually landed quite a few contracts inside of travel brands, inside of travel communities, so that even though I can't go and network in person, I can embed myself in these communities and I can start talking to these people. One, they're travel lovers, but they're also business owners. So now I can take my uniqueness and network inside of that group. And that's what you're going to have to do if you really want to make this work. If you want to travel the world as a speaker, if you want to leverage speaking to travel, leverage speaking to grow your business, it's time to clean house so that we can look at our network and see if our network is valuable, if it's valuable to us. And I will say over I've been in business for 6 years. It'll be 7 years this year. And it has taken a lot of work to kind of build up the network that I absolutely love, so that if I am ready and I say, hey, I really do want to go speak in Monaco and I have a very unique skill set. Gosh, I sound like, what's that movie? Taken? Yeah. I can't sound like Liam Neeson. Like, I have a very specific skill set. No, but I can reach out to my network and say, I have this very unique skill set that I think could work for this particular group or for this particular company or for your company. And I see that it's going to be in Japan. So let's make that happen. So that is like the first step I want you to do when it comes to leveraging introductions. And that is really paying attention to your network. Now, once you have cleaned up your network, and for those of you who are just joining us, this is Travel the World as a Speaker, and today's topic is how to leverage introductions. I'm your host, Phylecia Jones, and the show is presented to you by iFind You Close, and where we go out and we deliver speaking opportunities to you. Like, seriously, we do all the research and we just send them to you. That's what we do. You can go check us out at ifindyouclose.com. Now, the second thing when it comes to leveraging your introductions after you cleaned up your network, or you are sure that your network is what you want, is to be very specific in marketing and advertising yourself as someone with a skill that can be leveraged on stage. Now, we talked about this on Friday, how to market yourself as a speaker. Once you have this network, now you're going to have to be very specific to what you are looking for. Now, you will look out. So like Andy is watching right now, and Andy, we've made friends with Andy. We've noticed that he runs a company and his employees are having a hard time adjusting to working from home. And you just so happen to be the work from home queen. So what you'll do is you'll reach out to Andy directly and just say, hey, I see, we've connected for a while, and I see that you're having some struggles with your company. And let me know if my skill set could be of value to you. Or what you can do, Andy could say, I have a friend who's looking for this. And so you reach out to Andy and say, hey, Andy, who do you know that could use this skill set? And I'm trying to get over to Asia in the next few months. And you'll be surprised. Andy may actually know someone. So this is where, when you have the network that you desire, you're going to have to be very specific to what you are asking for, what you are looking for. And that was the one thing I had to learn very quickly inside of business, was you got to know exactly what you want. We talked about this on, oh my gosh, was it on Thursday? How to negotiate. And that's where all of this is coming from. When you're positioning yourself to negotiate, you have to know what it is that you want. Now, granted, with your network, you're not really negotiating, but we're still putting ourselves in a position to let people know exactly what it is that we do and exactly what we are looking for. And that's going to be very key to all of this with your network. I've always said to all of my one-on-one clients, to everyone inside of our membership, it is not about who you know, it's about who knows you. It's about who knows you. We can know a lot of people. I know a lot of folks sitting in great places, but if they don't know what I do, they don't know who I am for real, it's not really going to work. And we can test this out. I mean, go to your cousin who just happens to be the CEO of some company and tell them what you want to do. And your cousin's going to be like, you do what? Like, what do you do? I don't understand. Because I had to talk to one of my cousins, and she does events all over the United States for for one of the departments of the government. And I was like, okay, we need to talk. And, it took me a while to really try to explain to her what I do and how I do it. And it took a while, but that's what I want you to realize. It's about people who know you, even if you've been friends with them for years. I had a client one time, and, we were looking for speaking gigs. We're setting her up, making sure everything is put together. And she told me, she said, I have a friend who's been running these live events for the last 7 years. And she said, you would think that she would reach out and ask me. I said, no, not really. Your friend may not know that you speak, and she may not know what you talk about, because sometimes when we're on the phone with friends, we're not really talking about business and stuff. We're talking about when's the next happy hour, so your friends, even if they run events, don't set yourself for getting your heart broken if you've never told them what it is that you do, if you've never told them how you do it. If they don't know that you speak, if they don't know you want to leverage speaking to travel, if they don't know you don't have a business, you have a business, then you're going to be setting yourself up for heartbreak. Okay. That's why you have to start leveraging your network, one, to tell them what it is that you do. That's going back to marketing yourself. People need to know what you do. Okay. And then you need to be very clear on what you bring to the table when you are looking for what it is that you are looking for. Let me know if any of this makes sense. For those of you who are tuning in, if you have questions, put them in the comment box on Instagram or here on YouTube. If it makes sense to me, if it makes sense to you, I'm trying to see if it makes sense to me. Sometimes I talk in my head. All the things I say in my brain make sense to me. I just want to make sure it makes sense to you. But if you have this network, you got to be very clear. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. That's how you're going to be able to leverage your network or leverage introductions with success. Successful introductions, okay? That's what we really are paying attention to. Successful introductions, all right? So, like we talked about today, if you are trying to leverage speaking so that you can travel the world, make sure you start looking at your network first. Clean it up. Start surrounding yourself with, they don't have to be international jet setters, nothing like that. But you want to make sure you have a mix of people who run businesses, who have connections to other businesses that could possibly be looking for people like you. Could possibly. Getting yourself inside of travel associations, being connected to people who can help you navigate through brand ambassadorships, brand sponsorships, training in different countries. That's what you want to start surrounding yourself with. And then you have to make sure they know exactly what you do. You got to start marketing yourself. And when it comes down to networking and leveraging and negotiating, you got to know what you want. We have a lot of people, and I run into a lot of folks who call me. They just want to travel. And I understand you want to travel. We all want to travel. But there are so many different ways to travel. How do you want to travel? Now, if you just want to do vacations and get those hacker deals, knock yourself out. That's what you can do. But if you want to leverage this travel while you are growing your business, this is where you're going to have to really start thinking outside of the box of like, how can I do this? How can I combine what I do? I don't care if it's a 9-to-5 job, if it's running a business, your skill, your talent. How can I combine what I do with the possibility of being able to go do it in another country? Even for my 9-to-5 people, if you have a skill, if there's something that you do on your job, there are conferences that are looking for people just like you in Japan, in China, in Korea, South America. If you want to go to Brazil, if you want to stay here in the United States, you can do that. But this is where you're going to have to really start looking at yourself, looking at your network, and being able to eloquently say what it is that you do and what you're looking for. Okay? Woo, I think that's good. I think I'm going to end there. All right, we're going to end there because I think this is a really good one for us to really kind of marinate on. Like I told you, we're going to be doing this show every day. 10 a.m. on the weekends, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, sorry. 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. During the week, we do this at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm in the Mountain Time zone, so I have to always do that one first because I forget. I forget where I live sometimes. But we're going to be doing this every day. And of course, if you want to see what the videos look like, I highly encourage you to either like us here on iFind You Close or to come join us over on YouTube. Our goal is to get to 1,000 people on YouTube so I can go on the road and bring you with me. Love, Sherry, amore. Great info. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. And if you're trying to leverage speaking, and like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be to grow a business, but if travel is something that you like, and you have a very specific skill, we can make that work. We can make that work so that we can leverage your talent to get you on a stage, to get you to some amazing places, maybe make a little bit of cash while you're at it, all right? So I'm going to sign off now. Of course, on Instagram, all of our videos are on IGTV, or you can come over here to ifindyouclose.com/YouTube, the YouTuber. And tomorrow, we will be doing this again. What are we talking about tomorrow? I'm so organized. I'm over organized that I can't find where I've organized things. All right. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to manage contracts. Ooh. Contracts. We're going to talk about whether or not you need them, when you should have them, and how to navigate through contracts. Contracts are a very interesting little thing. So we're going to talk about managing contracts when it comes to when you actually landed some type of deal. I don't care whatever deal it is. I don't care if it's speaking, training, to some type of brand ambassadorship. It comes down to being able to read all the words and making sure you understand what they're asking of you and being able to counter, which you can. But one of the things when it comes to speaking, they do some of these interesting things. Typically, you present the contract and then they will present another contract. It's very funky how they do some things. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, how to manage contracts and some of the things to just watch out for, whether or not you need one, and what you should put inside of your contract if you're going to be speaking or training for an event. So with that, I'm going to sign off on Instagram first. So thank you so very much, everybody, for being here and seeing my amazing filter. I still look very washed out on Instagram. I'm still trying to figure out which filter I really like. But since they gave me 12,000 of them, I might as well try them all. If it looks like I have better eyebrows, why not? So take care of yourself on Instagram. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. All right. For those of you on YouTube, you know I absolutely adore you for hanging around. So make sure you share this out to a friend. Make sure you subscribe. I need to put a subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit set reminders so that you can get notified when we're going live. You're going to start seeing a new crop of videos, upcoming lives in the next few hours. So take care of yourself. Stay healthy, please. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.